Hey, you giant waste of sperm.
Wait, who, me?
Yeah, you. What are you doing?
I'm just sitting here not playing Battlerite. That's what I'm doing.
And that was your fucking first mistake. Battlerite is a fighting game and a MOBA, in my personal opinion, kind of at the same time, but not like a more super technical fighting game like Street Fighter or Tekken, dear God, but more of like Smash Bros and a MOBA in one. That's how awesome Battlerite is. You pick a character, you learn a little bit about them, or you really learn how to get technical with them. I feel like every character is pretty like easy to pick up, but like really hard to like definitely master and get really good at. And you go in there with 2v2s or 3v3s, so it's always it's always a team environment somehow, some way. And it's whoever can wipe who first in 3 rounds. So the first of 3 rounds wins. And that's it. And every round is about 2 minutes long. It is exactly 2 minutes long, so really, a match could take you about 6-7 minutes at most. So it's really fast, get in, get out gameplay. Now, that's all the boring stuff. Let's talk really, really fun stuff. Like, oh my god, I had no idea I was gonna like Battlerite. Battlerite was another one of those games I would always see all the time, and even think about like purchasing and playing, but it never happened because it's just like, yeah, I mean, it looks pretty cool. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it. I mean, how many people really play it? But now that Battlerite's gone free to play, it's a whole nother story. It's crazy how good this game is and how much like it scratches that itch of competitive for me. Like, I suck at fighting games, and this game has some like fighting game-esque mechanics that really kind of scratch that fighting game itch. And I haven't played a really good MOBA in a while, ever since I fell out of love with League of Legends. Like, MOBAs, yeah, but I still wanted that MOBA itch scratch so bad. I just didn't feel like sitting there for 35 minutes. Like up to an hour, like I did not feel like doing that anymore, especially like when you were losing and the match was all going downhill and going to hell, and you know you had to sit there for just a few more minutes. I'm just like, I just don't want to do that anymore. I really don't. It's super time consuming. But here you can literally sit for 6-7 minutes at most, get a game out the way, feel good about yourself if you won, feel really salty if you took a L and it was on a small mechanical error, and feel bad after. But that's it. It's really quick, get in, get out. There is nothing extra to it. Like, you can keep going into games constantly, and that's what I really like. When I used to play a lot of Shadowverse, it was the whole fact that I can kind of get in and get out. It was just get in, get out, constantly hitting play again. And this game gives me that one more game kind of feel like come on, I'm kind of on a roll, or I'm taking a whole bunch of L's, and it's like, no, the next one's about to be different. I'm peeping what I'm doing wrong. Now, what really helps a good game like this, of course, the characters. Now, how do they play, and how's the balancing for them? The balancing is, from what I can tell, pretty fair. Even, let's say, even a support character can still have a chance of winning a 1v1 after their, their tank or their damage, whoever they were healing, has died. I've seen plenty of supports do it. Granted, I may have been on the other end of that. When you really know your character and you know a certain matchup, it definitely plays into your favor. It's not about just who has the strongest champion at the moment and who's really in the meta at the moment. It's just about who knows the characters and the matchups, and that makes a really huge difference on how the match is going to play. How do you prioritize orbs on the map and things of that nature. Now, there's not too many objectives on the map except for the one in the middle, which is the orb, and it's really important you get the orb because you get true health back from the orb, and I'll explain true health in a second. And you also get meter, and meter in this game kind of plays like how it does in a fighting game, where you can use meter for like a super, like an it's your ultimate, but it's kind of like a super in a fighting game. It uses all your meter and it does a lot of damage, and it's really dope. Or you can use it to do EX abilities, which are like various different versions of moves you already have. That may add a stun, it may add more damage, and they're kind of taking a gambling a little bit of meter. And there's also like one extra ability that just costs a meter bar. That's kind of like, it could be like a damage ability, it can be like a disengage, it can be like all kinds of stuff, but it's just going to cost you some meter. And I think that's really cool that they're adding meter management to what essentially plays like a MOBA and a fighting game at the same time. And I really love that whole function about it. It's scratching 2 itches, and I'm telling you, I love it so much. There's plenty of different characters to choose from at the moment. A new one just dropped named Destiny as the time that I'm recording. And as far, I haven't played her yet, but I've played with people who've been using her, and she's freaking incredible. Like, she's like Samus from Metroid series. Awesome. I need her in my life. I really do. the 3 different types of characters are like tanks, which are just bruisers. They're melee, but they're kind of like between. You get your tanks and your assassins kind of up there, and your bruisers. Then you go to range, and range is like your spellcasters and your more ADC-esque people, if you get what I'm saying. And then supports. Now, there's a whole bunch of crazy different support. Support in this game isn't how you would think in like a league or something like that, where you're pretty much, you're not really in the action, and it's better for you not to be in action. Like supports this game are like about CC and heals, but can still do pretty decent damage, and like you're not probably going to be winning too many 1v1s. Definitely still possible because you have the CC to do it, to get the damage that you'd be missing. It's just if you're really skilled with a character, you might be able to do a little shum, but don't forget to definitely do your job, like of helping your team out. But it's still really fun and very active to be a support. It's hella fun. Like I just got done playing a whole bunch of matches in a row as a support, and I had the most fun in those games. Wasn't really even expecting. I was doing it for a challenge, and I just unlocked the support character, so I was just kind of like, you know what? Yeah, sure, I'll go all the way. I was actually having a lot of fun. It was a lot of management, watching the health bar and stuff like that, watching my own health bar, my positioning, and throwing this acorn that did like an extra bit of damage whenever my attacks would charge. So that was definitely awesome. The game modes right now are it's a 2v2 and 3v3 arena modes where you can play casual or rank, and there's this other kind of MOBA mode. It's MOBA-esque. I haven't played it too much, but from what I understand, you both have these 2 monsters, and you're trying to destroy your enemy's monster before they destroy yours. Kind of like a Nexus. You have to like take objectives and stuff like that. It's currently in beta. I might be playing that maybe later this week, but right now I'm really enjoying the 2v2 mode and casuals. Waiting to get to level 25, then I'm going to be playing a lot of rank, because I'm like, yeah, I'm comfortable enough to go ahead and just start the climb from, I don't know if it's like bronze. I think they have diamond. I'm pretty sure they got diamond. I'll make it to diamond, I promise. And the one thing I'm really worried about is if there's going to be an esports scene. I think now that it's free to play, there's definitely a lot more room for there to be an esports scene, and I really can't wait. And hell, if someone does make an esports scene, I will. Because it would be just so awesome and be just so much fun just to see something like that. And definitely be able to make a little bit of cash playing Battlerite for people. Because this game for me, it's like mechanically intensive. It's kind of like League when you're like in those really clutch team fights, and it's like, you pay that man his money for sitting there for 17 hours a day. He deserves it. People deserve more money for playing video games, but that is totally a video for another day. So that is my video for the day. That's what Battlerite is all about. Come on, it's free. You can't even complain. I don't even see why you're even watching this video. Like, come on, just play Battlerite. Do it. Do it now. And I'm Jay, and thanks for watching.